music a little loud. Hang on. Turn down the volume. Hello! Hi, stream! Hi, chat! What the heck is up, everybody? It's been 1,000 years! Hi! Hi! What's up, everybody? Here, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say hi to everybody in chat real quick. Give me a sec. Adler Shorts, hello. Gucci Breadsticks, hello. Hi, Will, hello. Slyfox23, hello. Rosie the Moth, hello. Boring Girl 1, or Boring Girl, hello. Flare the Fire Dragon, hello. Arix, hello. Matchu Draws, hello. Emmy, hello. Flare the Fire Dragon, I think I may have already said hi to you, but hello again. Adainis, hello. Tails the Evergreen, hello. Twilight King, hello. I'm losing track of who I've already said hello to. Who's that? The text hard to read. Hyperflash, hello. I think that's everybody who has said hi in chat. If not, feel free to whack me over the head with a newspaper. And if you're lurking and you haven't said hi in chat yet, y'all good? Lurking is more than welcome, and I'm happy that you're here. Hi guys, it's been like a month. What's up? Here. How are you feeling? I am feeling fantastic, quite frankly. So for those who are maybe a little bit out of the loop, and a brief catch up on what happened since last time. So December was crazy fucking busy for me. I had 3 anime conventions this month. I only ended up being able to go to 2 though, and I'll explain why. So I had Anime Frontier, like the first weekend of December, and then I drove up to DFW for a couple of days, and I was there, and I did that con, and it went well. And then I came home from that con, immediately came down with COVID. Like the next day, I wasn't feeling well, but I thought it was just allergies. I took a test the next day, and it was COVID. So then I was sick with COVID for like an entire week. I ended up having to cancel my second con, which was technically just like a one-day little art. It wasn't a convention, it was like a one-day art market, but I was looking forward to it, and I'm mad that I didn't get to go because of stupid COVID. And then pretty much as soon as I was done with COVID, I had to get on a plane to Orlando to go to Holiday Matsuri. And then I was in Orlando for like a week, and then I came back, and it was like 2 days before Christmas. I had 48 hours to prepare my home for sub-freezing temperatures, which Texas almost never gets. And this is my first winter in my house, and I had to figure out all this winterizing shit that people gotta do on houses, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? So I basically had to hit the ground running. And then I was hosting Christmas at my house, but because my brother is a paramedic and he had to work on Christmas, my family did Christmas on Christmas Eve instead. So all of my plans were moved forward a day, basically. And so yesterday, Christmas, was the first day I've been able to just actually legitimately sit down and relax since Thanksgiving. So that's where I was. I ended up declaring a hiatus after I caught COVID, because I was like, I can't stream when my voice, I had like really bad sick voice. I sounded like a ruptured squeaky toy for like a week. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a stream hiatus, try to recover, and then I'm not gonna be able to stream while I'm away at Hallmat, and then I'm not gonna be able to stream on Christmas or whatever. So yeah. So that's what happened. But we're back now. I spent pretty much the entire day just like to myself, recharging, and by recharging I mean yesterday. I spent the entire day sitting in front of my computer and just taking my time and drawing my webcomic, and it was the most bliss I have felt in several weeks. Just the relaxed bliss of just sitting and drawing my webcomic, unrivaled by anything else. It was incredible. So I finished like I went from sketch to a fully finished comic page on 2 whole pages yesterday. And today I gotta work on mail club stuff. Love that for you, me too. Me too. Also, hi Jay. But yeah, so I was just like, well, I've recovered. My next con isn't for another month. And I want to see chat. Dang it, I missed you guys. I missed streaming. And so I did like 1 or 2 little TikTok lives just because they're easy. But yeah, I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys. I missed streaming. I missed hanging out with chat. I had like every type. I had every type of technical difficulty before the stream started because I haven't streamed in like a month. But we made it work. We made it work, lads. Anyway, I'm inking and coloring stickers today. That's what we're doing. And I'll talk more as I go, but we've got Steampunk AU stickers. Next month's Mail Club theme is a Steampunk AU for Cast Off, my webcomic. You should read it. castoff-comic.com. There's my shill button. There we go. But yeah, every month I do special rewards for my patrons. And those rewards for the Mail Club tier, which is one of— I dropped my tablet then! For my Mail Club tiers, I give away stickers and a postcard that are exclusive to patrons every month. And so this is going to be for January. I'm doing a Steampunk AU. Steampunk, it's like if Goth was brown base. Goth was brown and then you stuck a gear on it. You just gotta stick a gear on it. But yeah, so we have little Rory sticker. She's zooming from the cops, as she is wont to do. We got a little Frankie sticker. He's got a little backpack filled with things and treasures. And then we have the print, which I need to fix up a little bit because I feel like Rory's head is a weird size. But I'm going to focus on the stickers today because the stickers I feel confident about. But yeah, so we're going to ink and color these on stream today. Milo, please do not scream at me. Please no screaming, Milo. Milo, my cat is screaming. Anyway, yeah. Oh, here, if anyone's curious, I have like the progress steps here. So I did just like a base body, and then I did kind of an adjusted base body, and then I drew all the clothes on, and then I adjusted it a little bit. Just because it felt a little bit too leany to me, but yeah. Now we're gonna ink and color these. And I will regale you guys with tales from the break. Love Frankie's little backpack. Thank you! I was inspired by just looking up steampunk outfits on Pinterest. Okay. Drawing these mouths was like legitimately the hardest part of the illustration. I don't know why I have so much trouble drawing mouths, but I do. Oh yeah, so here's something I can talk about first off. Shout out to YouTube for being just like super nice to me even when I was on hiatus. YouTube was like, hey, Star's going on hiatus because she doesn't feel well and she's super stressed out. Quick, show her videos to everyone. Everyone. And so my goal was to hit 5,000 subs by the end of the year, and that was a lofty pipe dream, I thought, because I wasn't going to be able to put out any videos in December. And then YouTube just started showing my videos, like mostly my commission videos, but then people started finding my other videos as well. Just started showing them to everyone, and I hit 5,000 subscribers like a week into the month. Not even like, well, a little bit more than a week. But yeah, so now I'm gonna be cutting it close probably, but last I checked, I was just over 100 away from hitting 6,000 before the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, you should do that. Because I'm very, very close to hitting 6,000 before the end of the year, which would be super freaking cool. Let me check how much it's at now, because it was like at 58.90 something before I started streaming. Yeah, 58.98. I'm 102 away from 6,000 though. I am very, very close. Also, I see you, Yulia. Hi. Chat went by too fast, but I see you. Hi. Oh, there you are again. Hi. You deserve all of them. Thank you. But yeah, so I do have a couple more videos in the pipeline, but they're probably not going to come out until next month. But I've got several. I have several scripted, and then I have 2 convention blogs that I can get to. Now, hi, Milo. Hi. She wants me to play with her shower curtain ring. And of course she waits until I'm streaming to ask me to play with her shower curtain ring with her. Milo, I can't play with you right now, kitty baby. I have to draw this wacky little ear. Hi. Do you want to be a lap cat? Like, no, I want you to throw my shower curtain ring. What shower curtain ring? This shower curtain ring? Kill. Well, now I've put down my... Here it is. I put down my tablet pen. I put it down and then I lost it. In the void of my black pen on a black desk. Y'all hear that? Milo's in there making noise. Being weird. A weird little creature. But yeah, so... something that's exciting only to me. I finally perfected the settings on my, like, sketchy little pencil brush. It is based on... I took a brush from the asset store that I just really liked, and then I tweaked the settings so it is unrecognizable, but I used it for this sketch, and I really like how it looks. It's, like, solid while still being sketchy, and I love it. What? Yeah? Yeah? What do you want? Did you bring me the shower curtain ring again? I don't want this. Put it away. Anyway. Cat girl mode. Yeah. Oh, I missed those hydrates from 10 minutes ago. Oops. Oops. Milo. No. You didn't even bring it back. How do you expect me to throw it if you don't bring it back, kitten? Yeah? Shower curtain rings for the bath god. Yup. What happened was, the previous homeowner left a shower curtain. Not the liner, just the curtain. In the shower of the house that I bought. Milo. And, Milo, and I took it down because I already had a shower curtain for the bathroom that it was in. And it had, like, just a bunch of little, like, plastic shower curtain rings attached to it. And I just shoved it under the cabinet. I was like, oh, whatever. And Molly, my other cat, loves to open cabinets. She loves to open cabinets, and then Milo goes digging around in the cabinets, and so she opened the cabinet that the shower curtain was in, and Milo found the shower curtain rings, and now they're her favorite toy, and she'll lose them for, like, weeks at a time, and then one will just, like, pop out from under my sheets or something, and I'll be like, where the fuck, why was this here? And then she'll find it, and she'll play with it again until she, like, loses it behind the couch or something. But this morning I found one in my hoodie pocket, and I threw it for her, and now she's in one of her moods where she must play with it. Do you have a custom cloud brush? I currently don't, just because I usually just hand draw clouds. What? Milo, I cannot play with you right now, I'm streaming. I have to make the money happen so that I can afford to buy you food. Yeah, I know. Here, I'll pet you. I'll pet your little butt. Is that what you want? Little shark? What do you have to say to the streaming audience? Oh. Alright. Eyebrow sucks. Okay. Oh. I forgot to silence my phone. Is it convenient time for play? No. Excellent. Basically, yeah. Basically, once I start making... I'm usually so quiet throughout the day that as soon as I start making noise, my cats are, like, on me immediately. They're just like, oh, the human is making sound? Time to be bothersome immediately. And of course, when I'm making sound at my computer, it's usually because I'm streaming. Silly babies. But yeah, so, I'm trying to think what else I should talk about. I have so much. It's like, what do I talk about first? Trying to make a webcomic. Do you have any advice? I have a whole book of advice! Link in the chat! I have a whole book of advice. Link in the chat. Although you're on YouTube. Is that link showing up in the chat on YouTube? I'm not sure if it is. Here. Hang on. There. Now it's on both. I wrote literally an entire book on making webcomics so that I had the easy answer to that question anytime it came up. My train of thought has been derailed. I'm trying to think, like, so much happened. Where do I even want to start, right? Some of the cons were good. I'll start that. I will start there. Cons were good. The ones that I, you know, actually got to go to! Because I didn't get to do Catty Bat Art Market, and I'm super sad about it. But yeah, it was nice. Anime Frontier, I wasn't sure what to expect, but it did do better than last year, which was nice. My only issue with Anime Frontier is that last year I stayed with family, so my expenses were really low. This year I did not do that, so my expenses were higher. But I did make more money, so that happened. So that was good. My one complaint about that con is it was like slow at points. Oh. Whoa, Pizza Studio! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. Here, I have my raid intro for the chat. There we go. We are drawing sticker art for characters from my webcomic for my Patreon mail club. Boop, boop. Hi, Milo. Yeah, so Anime Frontier was good. Still a little bit slow at times, but definitely better than last year. Last year I remember being like super bored at Anime Frontier because there were too many artists in the artist alley, and not enough attendees to make it like worth having that many artist tables. And so they took out, for the second year this year, they took out like 100 artists out of the artist alley. So it was a lot smaller, but it meant that it wasn't quite so spread out. and it wasn't quite so intimidating for people to be walking around in it. And I did sell better this time. I ended up, when you had to subtract expenses, I made about the same as I did last year, but I made a couple hundred more even with expenses, so that was nice. I'm gonna apply next year. I think it was a good con. I think it has a lot of potential for growth, which is good, because it's only in its second year and it's already doing amazingly well, so. And the people who do Anime Frontier, it's run by the same people who do, like, Anime NYC, and I would love to have, like, a big, nice con, like, semi-local to me. So I'm hoping it does well, and maybe they can get a better venue soon, like, within the next few years. And then Holiday Matsuri also went well, but the thing about Holiday Matsuri so everyone I talked to was like, before the con, was just like, oh my god, Holiday Matsuri is like a crazy con, you have to bring like 50% more stuff than you would usually bring, because it's like, it's gonna be your best-selling con ever, it's gonna be crazy. And I went into it prepared for that. And then it wasn't quite as gangbusters as everyone said it was. Here's the thing. Sales-wise, it rivaled San Japan, which was another, like, really good con that I like to do. But, the problem is that it cost me a lot of money to get there, right? Because it's in Orlando around Christmas, so the plane fee, like, the plane tickets were super fucking expensive. And I had to pay for 2 of them because I was bringing my mom along because she was going to be my helper. And then we also went to Disney the day after the con. And so well, hey, do not play under the Christmas tree. Get away from the Christmas tree. You know better than that. It's not turned on, but if you play under the Christmas tree, you're going to end up like the cat in Christmas Vacation, and it's going to suck. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, Holiday Monster. Milo! No, you're being a pain. Are you a little pain in the ass? Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. My train of thought has been derailed. The hell happened to the cat in Christmas Vacation? Don't worry about it. All I can say is that was my least favorite scene when I watched the movie growing up as a child. And it's still my least favorite scene now. But I understand that it was not a real cat. Oh, head pat, thank you. Thank you. Milo! I'm gonna take your shower curtain ring. You've lost shower curtain ring privileges for the evening. I'll give it back to you when the stream's over. But yeah, so Holiday Matsuri would have been, like, a really good con. Not, like, my best con ever, but it would have been a really, like, profitable con. If it didn't cost me, like, $2,500 just to get there. Right? Because I had to pay for 2 plane tickets, one for me and one for my helper, and a hotel room for like 6 nights in the resort section of Orlando. And it was very expensive. And so, like, if I didn't have as many fees, it would have been a great con. But A, sales weren't exactly what I hoped they would be. And, like, I feel like last year was probably just really good. Because people were excited to be back at cons after COVID. And then, Bravely Komatsu, thank you for the gift subs! Thank you! I appreciate it! Also, hi! Everybody who just got gifted a sub, say thank you to Bravely Komatsu. Thank you. Justice for Milo. Milo will get her shower curtain ring back when I'm not streaming anymore. She doesn't know how to play with the shower curtain ring without being a menace. You should do MegaCon sometimes. I would love to do MegaCon, honestly. I feel like my audience, or I feel like my stuff is more catered to like a traditional Comic-Con audience, because I have a lot of D&D shit. And I don't really have as much anime shit as one would think. I have like one thing that's exclusively an anime that I actually take to cons, and it's like my Tokyo Mew Mew keychains. Pretty much everything else I have is either D&D or it's from a video game or it's originals. And so I want to start doing more like traditional Comic-Cons, but the problem is that they're hard to get into. I applied for, what was it? I applied for Emerald City Comic Con and C2E2, and I didn't get into either of them. And that sucked. But yeah. What I'm hoping is that, so my goal for this year is to get more prints. I want to make more prints for my table. And so I'm hoping that once I have more print merchandise, maybe the Comic-Cons will start letting me in. Because right now my stuff is all like keychains and like little thingies, right? And I've heard that like more traditional Comic-Cons prefer like print artists and like actual published comic artists, which I'm self-published, does that count? I had a Kickstarter and it raised like $40,000. And I'm gonna have to do another one pretty soon, because I have like 100 copies of the book left, and I'm gonna run out here in Q1 of this year, probably. Apply for TCAF? I've considered it. I missed the application deadline for this year. My thing is, I want to start going hard on like bigger Comic-Cons once I have Cast Off as a printed book. But that has not happened yet. So, you know. I want it to happen. I would like for it to happen. It just has not happened yet. I'm tentatively aiming for this summer, but my thing is, if I aim for this summer, I feel like I'm gonna have to like either take a hiatus or like continue the one update per week schedule for a while longer so that I have time to like go back and plan everything, and getting the pages ready for print is the hardest part. That's the part that I'm most worried about. Oh. How was Disney, by the way? I'm sure it was crowded AF. It didn't feel like that crowded when we were just walking around, but like at the parade at night, we had just gotten off a ride when the fireworks show started, and we wanted to go watch it, and like the entire square area was just fucking crowded as hell. It was a nightmare. I was very glad that I'm not claustrophobic when we were trying to watch the show, because we didn't really get a good place to watch, but even then, it was just a nightmare. I asked about your button pins at home, Matt, and you said you didn't want to take your button maker thing. Are you ever going to bring button pins to cons? Probably not anymore. I don't really have room for them on my display anymore, and the profit margins for pins are, like, so little. Well, the margins aren't little, but the profits for making pins are, because I sell, like, 1.5-inch pins for, like, $2. And I feel like stickers sell better, and I get like a little bit more money for them. So honestly, I've pretty much discontinued pins at conventions, but I still have them online. So I'm just not planning on making any new buttons anytime soon, because most of my buttons, I made them with the art I used for stickers or whatever. So I'm probably not going to do any, like, exclusively buttons anytime soon. Ugh. I had to get some Magical Girl pins and Yuri on Ice pins. They're on my store! They're just not on Etsy anymore because I got a bunch of Etsy takedowns right before, right around Thanksgiving. But yeah, I'm pretty much done bringing the button maker to cons, because it's a pain to lug around, and the profits are really low. And so it's not really worth the pain in the butt. Stickers are good snatch and grab options too, yeah. Because like stickers I can just make a bunch of and just bring them with me. Buttons I usually make at the event. And honestly, stickers are a lot easier to cart around. There are Yuri on Ice stickers? No, there's Yuri buttons. I made them a long time ago. I keep them on the store because they occasionally get bought, but they got taken off of Etsy because pretty much everything anime I have, and most of the anime things I had were buttons. Pretty much all of the anime things I had got taken down off of Etsy because there was like some kind of sweep going through. But none of my video game stuff got taken down, except for Ace Attorney, which I guess Crunchyroll thinks they have the rights to just because they had the Ace Attorney anime, and I'm like, son of a bitch. So my great Ace Attorney stuff got taken off, and I was like, well, what the fuck? That's not... Crunchyroll doesn't have the copyright for that, so why are they copyrighting me? So I'm just like, fuck it, I don't want to risk my store getting taken down. So I just took all my stuff off of my Etsy store. It's all still on my main store, but yeah. This is another reason why I want to start prioritizing original stuff. But the problem is, like, original stuff doesn't sell so well. And it's like, bleh. Pain. Pain. That's why I like making D&D stuff. Wizards of the Coast can't copyright a shape. And dice jokes. Thought fan art was fine on Etsy, only until the company sends you a cease and desist and gets your listings removed. If you can fly... Fan art is explicitly, like... Everyone just kind of... It's... Fan art on Etsy is one of those things where it's... Where, like, Etsy won't do anything about it, but if the copyright finds you, or, like, the copyright holders find you, they will copyright strike your ass. It's legal until it isn't. Which isn't even strictly true, it's just a fun way of saying it, to hide the pain. There are some franchises that just, like, do not give a shit. Like, Genshin Impact only cares if you're doing mass production, which, like, most fan artists aren't really doing. And Critical Role is another one where, like, they're fine as long as you're not, like, mass producing things. But most anime series that are like licensed by Funimation and Crunchyroll, they will come for your ass. And they're coming especially hard recently. Don't take that out of context. But yeah, so like all my fan art's still up on my normal store. But just less stuff is available on Etsy now because the copyright monster came for me, and I didn't want them to risk shutting my store down. But yeah, like, I want to start making more original stuff. My D&D stuff does really well. I just gotta get more ideas for it, you know. And I want to start making, like, prints. I've talked about it on Twitter, but what I would like to do is I want to start making, like, prints of my D&D characters. Just because I love them, and they're not going to get taken down for copyright infringement because they're originals. My main goal is I want a print wall when I start doing anime conventions this summer again. Spring is kind of the slow point for anime con, by the way. So, like, I don't really have anything lined up for spring. I have one con in January, and that's it. And so what I want to do is I want to have one of those fancy schmancy print walls that a lot of other artists have. But I want it specifically to make my booth more eye-catching so I can sell more of my charms, because my charms are my bread and butter. I'm not actually interested in, like, selling prints very much, but if people want to buy prints, I will sell them. But for right now, my main goal is to just make my booth more eye-catching. And since I don't actually care about actually selling prints, I'm just gonna draw, like, original characters. I'm gonna draw, like, fancy prints of all my D&D characters that I really want to draw and I love. And also just, like, all the really weird, obscure video game fandoms that I'm in. Like, I have a Rune Factory print. I want to do a Rune Factory 5 print. I want to do a Somnium Files print probably once I finish that game. I saw a lot of Somnium Files cosplayers at Hallmat. It was kind of cool. Like, why are there so many? I think there was a meetup on, like, Friday or something. Dante and Shrimp print. I'm considering it. I gotta finish the game first, but... I actually, my table neighbor, the person to the right of me when I was at Hallmat, was into Somnium Files, and so we talked about it a little bit. And we did a trade on the last day. I gave them one of my Great Ace Attorney charms, and they gave me a tiny Date that it lives on my fanny pack now. Little bitty Date charm. Like, yes, look at this fucker. He lives on my fanny pack now. I'll post a picture at some point. I'm sad I didn't get, I forgot to get their info. But I have a little bitty Date on my bag now. He lives there. The saddest thing about being an anime artist is that your fan art sells the most. Yup! Yup! That's the pain. That is the pain. You'd be surprised at how far a couple of, like, catchy slogans can get you, honestly. Because, like, my D&D, like, my kind of generic D&D pins that are, like, ask me about my D&D character, ask me about my tragic backstory, those, like, Dice Hoarder was the best-selling pin at that con. And it's just dumb D&D shit. So I feel like I need to do some more of those. Because those be selling well, apparently. Look at the little goggles. Look at their little goggles on the big Rory head. Her hat kind of, with the goggles, her hat kind of looks like a little creature. Like, these are the eyes, and there's a head, and there's this little bitty nose, and it's got teeth. Her head is a creature. Creature. La criatura. La criatura. It's alive and it's eating her. Rory, no! My favorite artist currently from Star, actually. Oh no! Ah, wait, why did I say oh no? My brain short-circuited. I just saw chat go really fast all of a sudden. I was just like, what happened? But yay, Jay likes me. Oh my god. Jay likes my drawings. Oh my god. I got Rune Factory 5 for Christmas. Is it good? I liked Rune Factory 5. I think there's some stuff they can definitely improve on, but I think it is a fun gaming experience if you don't mind the performance lag. Didn't know you spoke Italian? Not Italian! It's Spanish! Stupid. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I don't know, I just kept hearing them say that on Drawfee, and now it's just in my vernacular. I'm like, oh good. Oh good. It's just in there now, I guess. That's just in there now, I guess. button on her hat. You watch Rafi too? Yeah! My brother got me into it a couple years ago. Your Emery stuff and some of the cat stuff art I've seen so far. I'm biased for the Emery stuff though. What? No way! Why? Why would that be? Anyway, watch our D&D show. We stream on Jay's channel. We have another session coming up this Friday. What? You see me and my angry tiefling try not to die again? Wow! Last session, Jay was like, yeah, I wasn't expecting you guys to get to this fight so soon. And I'm like, oh no, we are under-leveled and under-prepared. He's gonna kill us! Shit! Now I wasn't concerned about it at first, but now I'm concerned about it now that I've had time to think. And I'm like, oh no. Listen, we were okay with the lava zombies, but because I turned into a death blender. Like, is the death blender gonna happen again? Uh-oh. There's many things to be concerned about here. Many things of concern. I'm not quite as stressed as I was when we had to plan a prison break at level 3. That was eating me up for like the entire month. And it's no fault of Jay's. I was just like, what are we gonna do? There's so many different ways for this to go wrong. I was like legit kind of stressed out the entire month. I was just like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? This has potential to go so bad for my fictional people. Ah! I'm like, oh, this is what playing D&D is like. I think the most wholesome thing people do for each other is to share. Chat's going too fast. Is to share art and stories with each other. So when I see your art or anyone's of what's left of us, it's so touching. Yeah, I just like to draw my angry tiefling. I just like to draw she. She's pissed off and she has every right to be. I love her. Don't know anything about D&D. Are there prison breaks? Sometimes. Sometimes. There was one for us. Anyway, watch What's Left of Us. Hit D&D show What's Left of Us, coming up on our 1-year anniversary soon. We only stream once a month though, so there's not a whole lot to catch up on. You can catch up real easy. Watch a D&D show. I mean, don't watch our D&D show. See, it's reverse psychology. You shouldn't watch our D&D show What's Left of Us. That would be I don't want you to watch it. Watch What's Left of Us. This is subliminal messaging and reverse psychology. It's reverse psychology. You're supposed to say, well, now I'm gonna watch it. You're supposed to say, well, now I want to watch it because I told you not to. That's what you guys usually do. I tell you not to do something. And that's the part where you guys just start doing it in excess. That's how stream chat usually works. Maybe I should watch your D&D show. It worked, yeah! Exactly! I tell you guys not to do something and you immediately do it. That's how stream chat works. So, don't watch our D&D show. It's really good, but you shouldn't watch it because only cool kids watch What's Left of Us. bit.ly/What's Left of Us D&D, or WLOUD&D. Well, damn, I guess I won't watch it next. Now my brother's here making fun of me. Stop! It's reverse psychology. You're supposed to say I'm gonna watch it. Damn it! Damn it! Ah! You guys usually do the reverse psychology thing so well. Why now are you not doing it? Why now are you not doing it? Damn it! Oh, well, brother's here. I have a funny story I can tell you guys. Re our D&D show. So Dear brother, I'm not sure how much of our D&D show you have watched, but it was really funny. Right after we announced it, I told dear brother that I was gonna be doing it, and he was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, there's like a couple other YouTubers and like Twitch streamers getting involved. And he's like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then like 2 days later, after we made the announcement, he just like came up to me. He was like, so it was really weird seeing that Zoe B was gonna be on a D&D show, and then seeing that my sister is also gonna be on that same D&D show. And I'm like, I told you I was doing it! And that was the day that I found out my brother watches Zoe B, and I'm like, good taste. Nice work. It was just very funny. He didn't find out through me. He found out because he watches Zoe B's stuff and saw the announcement. He was like, hey, that's my fucking sister. And I'm like, bro, I told you it was happening. I guess I just didn't tell him who else was gonna be. Whack! That's literally what happened, though. It's like I told him, and he was like, whatever. And then 2 days later, he's like, what? It was adorable. But yeah, anyway, watch our D&D show. We have a session coming up on Friday, and we're gonna try not to die again. We had combat breakout last time, and we're fighting not only a group of bandits, we're also fighting, a volcano. We have to punch a volcano. You didn't tell me who else was involved. Yeah, because I didn't know if you were gonna know anybody else. I just said, yeah, I'm playing D&D with a couple of, like, YouTube people. And he was like, oh, okay. I didn't know he was into Zoe B at the time, but apparently, like, he watches her stuff, and I'm like, haha! Nice! Got him! I'm gonna punch a volcano. Listen, I pitched that idea, and everyone said it was stupid. I think I mostly pitched it to Jay, and I'm like, Jay, I'm gonna punch a volcano. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna punch a volcano. Combat's a great way to uncover people's mysterious backstories. I'm waiting for us to find out the Vernon slowly turning into a crab. We made jokes about it last time. We made self-aware jokes last time. It's like, why does it smell like a seafood restaurant in the volcano? And Vernon's just like, I don't know. It's funny. If Grog can do it, Emery can do it. Yeah! You may not like when it happens. Oh no, listen. I have been very open about the fact that if and when Emery finds out that Vernon is in the cult that got her all fucked up, she will kill him. I've been very open about the fact that she will kill his ass. Like, if she finds out without additional context. Like, oh, you're in the cult that fucking ruined my life and literally killed me? Die immediately. Like, yeah, so she should not find out yet. It's a bad idea. Do not tell her until a better bond has been acquired. You have to level up Emery's social link before she can find out you are involved in the cult and not want to kill you. Yes, he's ascending to crab. Vernon doesn't have the context. He does a little bit. He doesn't have the required context. He has not leveled up Emery's social link enough to have her not kill him as soon as she finds out. Maybe someday, but not anytime soon, probably. There are cultists fighting volcanoes. There are cultists and there is fighting on and around and in a volcano, but the two have not overlapped just yet. But yeah, basically, we're fighting cultists and volcanoes and all kinds of fun shit. Just wandering around trying to make a quick buck, slowly turning into a crab. Slowly turning into a crab, becoming an on-the-go seafood restaurant. water. I've been talking for like an hour straight. The eternal dilemma, return to monkey or ascend to crab. Okay, but consider the following. Both simultaneously. Monkey crab hybrid, the ruler of the world. Monkey crab hybrid coming for your ass. Oh, hydrate. We just need to have Vernon turn into a crab kaiju, and then someone else turn into a monkey kaiju, and then they fight to establish dominance. Wasn't that in Spy Kids? It has been so long since I watched Spy Kids, I honestly could not tell you. How long until she goes great ape? I don't know. Emery's a death blender. She has no animal instinct. She has blender instinct. She has fuck these volcano zombies, they are now mincemeat instinct. But if she go great ape, will she be a kaiju? Shut up! We are not having the is it a kaiju conversation. We're not doing this. We can't. We can't. Never seen your D&D, but reading all the chat comments is making me feel like a toddler trying to understand algebra. Well, you know, there's a very easy fix to that. You just gotta watch our D&D show. It's right there in the chat. Right there in the chat. Look at it. 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 There's a link up there. Look at it. Rethgirther actively runs away from the dope shit I made. Well, yeah. I would have run away too if you didn't yeet me physically into it. Physically and bodily yeeting me into the backstory. I've told you before, it's like I was thinking Emery was gonna have more time to sit on her tragic backstory secrets, then nope! Nope! Yeet into it. Just like picked up bodily by the horns like little handles and just yeet! 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 Exactly! Yeet. Here, if you guys in chat or lurkers, if you're feeling left out of this conversation because you don't know what's going on in our D&D show, there is a very simple solution to this. I'm sorry to let you know. It's terminal, but it's not terminal because it has a cure. There is a cure for not knowing about our D&D show and not being in on all of these jokes. And the cure is watch our D&D show. It's called What's Left of Us. We stream on Jay's channel last Friday of every month and you should go watch it. Good plug, thank you. I was practicing over the break. How long have you been working on Cast Off? Almost 8 years. It'll be 8 in April. So like 7.5 currently. It's my baby and I love it. I love my webcomic. It is a comic on the web. There's only 11 episodes. Yeah, because we only stream once a month, so it's real easy to catch up. We stream once a month, and our episodes are only about 2.5 hours long, approximately. So it's really easy to catch up. If you just want to like put it on 1.5 speed, which is what I usually do. I do that for like most of the actual play content I watch. I just put it on 1.5 speed and I just zoom. Spider comic, yup. How do you make money as freelance? I have an entire video on that topic on my YouTube channel. It's called How I Make Money as an Artist. And it's like a 30-minute long video, so I'm not going to recap everything in that video right now. You may simply watch the video. Otherwise, I'm going to... Honestly, half the reason I make videos is just so that I can, like, point people in the direction so that I don't have... Because, like, my answer is going to be the same, like, pretty much every single time. And it's a lot easier for me to just, like, point people in the direction of a YouTube video that I've already made than it is to, like, try and recap my entire job. It's 30 minutes in the truncated version. Imagine me trying to tell it on stream where I keep getting distracted and also I'm trying to work at the same time. It would be a nightmare. ADHD-fueled nightmare rampage trying to explain what my job is. I want to see another Phasmo collab with you and Star and Jinx. We should! We should do that at some point. I'm down. I want to do more collabs in general, I just never know what to do for them. Because most of the games I usually play are single player. So it's like, eh. I like Star bullying Ghost. Good. My favorite activity. Today is Monday, which means that Star gets to bully a ghost. It is her favorite activity. Congratulations if you get that reference. It means you're on TikTok. Ow. I cracked my neck. So I wanted to play through Baldur's Gate 3. Isn't that like the D&D game? Like the game that is D&D? I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Yes. But, okay, here's the question, though. Here's the big question. Does Baldur's Gate have man slowly turn into crab? That's the type of content you can only get with #RealD&D. I keep riffing on Vernon slowly become crab because it is funny. Next question. Had a bit of a rough one. Yeah, I heard a little bit about, like, some stuff. I saw her talking on Twitter back when she still had a Twitter. Hope she's doing okay, yeah. Does have man quickly turn into animal. That's just druid shit. I want to see a man turn into crab. I have only played a druid once, and it was for a one-shot that we never finished. That was a wildfire druid, so I was mostly focused on setting things on fire. En fuego. Types of conflict. Man versus man. Man versus self. Man versus nature. Man versus urge to turn into crab. Yup. Yup. Vernon's just secretly been a druid all this time. He become crab. He can use polymorph, but it just happens really, 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 really slowly. It's like, I cast form of crab, and it takes like 6 months. And this character cast that shit before the campaign and just thought it didn't work. Listen, it could happen. It would be very funny. Like, oh no, the consequences of my action 6 months late. Once I'm done transforming into a crab, it's over for you, right? Like, oh, just you wait. Once I return to crab, it's all over for you fuckers. Oh. Grady made a monkey's paw wish for more crab cakes. Oh no! Vernon, watch out! Oh no! He's gonna get consumed! Oh god! I gave Rory a braid for this art. It is a throwback to one of her older designs. In fact, I drew like some cast-off promo art of Rory with the braids before I ended up changing her design to just have a ponytail instead. For a couple of reasons. A, braids are a pain to draw and she had 2 of them. 2, I always really like ponytail characters. I like it when characters have ponytails. I don't know why, I just think it looks cute. It's good character design. Give your characters ponytails, 2023. And also, I just like, well, Rory hasn't shown up yet, and of everyone in the cast, she would be the most likely one to have a ponytail, so I nixed the braids and I gave her a ponytail instead. But now the braids can live on in this one AU art piece that I'm drawing. There we go. I've been so distracted talking that I'm not drawing very fast. This drawing is not coming together very quickly, but I'm mostly just here to hang out and chat. Because I haven't been able to in so long. It's been 1,000 years since the last time I streamed on YouTube or Twitch because shit hit the fan. And by shit, I mean COVID, and by the fan, I mean lungs. My lungs, specifically. Ugh. I did have kind of an annoying post-COVID, like, weird cough. And at the risk of jinxing it, I'm feeling much better the last couple of days, so I think I may have finally kicked that as well. It took a little longer, but... But yeah, basically, like, when I had COVID, my symptoms were pretty mild, all things considered. I think the worst thing that happened was at one point I had how high did it get? It was like 102.7 degree fever was the worst it ever was. But for the most part, my symptoms were just, like, slight cough, very mild cough, allergies, and broken squeaky toy voice. and also just like general tired all the time was like the worst of my symptoms. But then after I recovered, I had like this weird pseudo cough where like it wasn't because my throat hurt, it was just like a weird like lack of air in my chest. Like imagine someone kicks you in the chest, that feeling of like the air getting knocked out of your lungs, that would kind of happen whenever I like stood up too fast, or like I was bending over and I stood up too fast. And then I would start coughing as a result of that. And that lasted weeks. That was happening up until like right before Christmas, and I think I have finally kicked that for the most part, because it hasn't really happened in a couple of days, so I think I finally got rid of that shit too. Let's go. I'm just so mad that I finally caught COVID. I was going on 2 years of not catching it. I haven't been sick, like actually legit sick, since high school. The last time I had a fever was 2006. And I felt awesome about it. And then freaking I got COVID and then broke my streak, like my 15-year no fever streak, and I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. It's like how when I was in college, I had perfect attendance except for the time I got hit by a truck. I will never not be mad about that. You were forced to go to cons, so it's not really your fault. Well, I mean, I did apply for them because I did want to go. It's not like I was forced. I did want to go to cons. I enjoy going to cons, and I like leaving and going back home with money. Like, I could survive without conventions, but it's always nice when I have the extra money from them. I gotta turn off my blinds and turn off lights in my house because it got dark. You needed the cash. I did. I gotta start making payments on my house. I'm gonna start doing that next year. Money. How the fuck is your immune system that good? Good question. Glad you asked. I have no advice except for maybe sometimes eat Skittles off the floor. And that is not a joke. I think my immune system is so good just because I do stupid shit like that, and it helps to strengthen my immune system. Like, oh yeah, there's a Skittle on the floor of my mom's car. I have no idea how long ago it was put there. I have no idea how old it was, and I ate it. It's a perfectly good Skittle. Perfectly good Skittle. Alright? And like, I'm constantly doing weird shit like that. Be the germs. You can't be sick if you're one of them, basically. It's sensitivity training. You give your body just a little bit of germ, so it learns how to fight them off, and then you don't ever actually get sick. My mom used to be an elementary school teacher, and she never got sick. She was constantly around sick kids and being exposed to, like, all their germs and nonsense. And she was like, I never get sick because I have, like, constant low-level exposure to whatever the fuck is going around in any given moment. And so I feel like that's me, too. Oh, apropos of absolutely nothing. I'm getting a chair tomorrow! I bought a stupid recliner, like a nice recliner chair, in August! and I was told it would come in September, and then it didn't. And the freaking Lazy Boy store kept me on, like, kept stringing me along for like 4 months. It's like, yeah, we don't know where your chair is. It'll get here eventually. And I was just like, when? Like, cracking my phone because I'm squeezing it so hard. When? Where is my chair? Where's my fucking chair? To the point where, like, I had to be a little bit of a Karen, and I was just like, listen, I was told this chair would have arrived 4 months ago. Can you guys do anything about that? It's like, I feel like I should be entitled to a discount at some point, because I should have had this chair 4 months ago. And so I had to be like a little bit of a Karen. But I am getting free delivery and they gave me a slight discount on it. But I'm like, at this point, I don't even care. I just want the chair in my fucking house, please. I spend all this money on a chair that I can have in my home. And it's like, fuck, just give me the goddamn chair. But it's finally getting delivered tomorrow. And I am excited to finally, eventually, tomorrow, curl up on the chair that I spent several monies on. Several doubloons. Just, like, curl up on my fucking chair and fucking draw some fucking comics in my dumb little chair. Adulthood, yeah, basically. Gotta ink a little bit of the chest and that back leg. Let's go! So, does anyone else get the thing? Oh, Leo74RZ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. This might be weird, but hear me out. Does anyone else ever get the thing where, like, you're talking a lot and just your body rejects you talking and just, like, makes your sinuses start dripping randomly? Because, like, I have this problem whenever I record the podcast. Not, like, every single time, but occasionally I get this. Where, like, I'm sitting there, I'm recording the podcast, and I'm just sitting here talking, and, like, all of a sudden my nose starts getting stuffy. And I keep feeling, like, nasal drip in my throat, and I'm like, stop! I'm not even sick! What are you doing? Body! Stop it! Stop! It's happening right now. I might need to go run and get a tissue soon. My body's like, oh shit, she's talking! She's talking. Oh my god, yes. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one. Thank God. I hate that shit. I'm just trying to talk and my body is actively rejecting me having conversation. It's like, fuck. Just let me talk to chat. Let me talk to chat, goddammit. Freaking annoying. And it's happening right now. play chicken with my nose. You think you're better than me, Sinus? You think I'll stop just because of runny nose? Right? All the lewd things you do. Jay, I don't do lewd things with other people's mothers. That would be rude and terrible. I'm trying to come up with a second part of this joke, and I'm not good at these. I'm too ace to make lewd comments about doing things with people's mothers. Here, I went grocery shopping with your mother the other day. She said I had good taste in Pringles flavors. We're getting brunch together on Sunday. Video evidence on your YouTube page says other. Shut. I can only say that to a ghost. And I only say that specifically when I want to piss him off. Because what the fuck was the ghost's name? Jack Douglas! Fuck your mom, Jack Douglas. You ever satisfied a woman in your life, Jack Douglas? What's the best Pringles flavor? I like cheese! I like cheese flavor Pringles. Pringles, sponsor me. Cheese and sour cream and onion are my usual go-tos. I like cheese flavor of any chip, honestly. Just cheese flavor in general is good. I like cheese flavor. Cheese flavor. A day passed from your ace dom in the event of an unruly ghost. Yeah, basically. Basically. I'm not good at making lewd jokes, but if there's a ghost that's pissing me off, I have to consult the committee, and then they will give me a day off. They'll give me basically like the your mother joke hall pass. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta piss off a ghost to get points in a video game? Here you go. You get your hall pass. The motherfucker hall pass. Yeah! That's exactly what it is. It's the motherfucker joke hall pass. Perfect. Like, you see this pass? Gives me the right to fuck your mom. Come out and fight me, you stupid ghost. Jack Douglas! Fuck you, Jack Douglas! If you don't get these jokes, go on my gaming YouTube and watch my Phasmophobia video. I also have a stream highlight that's just the Jack Douglas shit. Here, I can probably find the video real fast. Here. Where is it? Where's my stream highlights? Here we go. I will copy the link. Here. Some entertainment for you guys. There you go. There you go. Hell yeah, KK Slider. Yeah! Oh yeah! Listen to this little cyber dog sing. Let's go. Rory. Thank you. She's zooming. Sounds like Wally. Yeah, a little bit. That's just Animal Crossing music in general. Finished enough that I can turn off the sketch now. Let's go. Look at my zoomy girl. She zoomed. Do I have to worry about being spoiled during stream? Not especially. Honestly, even when I am working on comic pages, I turn off the dialogue so you can't actually, like, see what's happening. Because a lot of times, comic pages are just, like, just dialogue scenes where it's just a bunch of characters talking to each other, so without the additional context of the dialogue bubbles being on screen, there's really no way to know what's going on. And pages where there is, like, a high spoiler risk, even without the dialogue bubbles, I usually don't stream when I work on those pages. So. Poppin' Undertale music, let's go. Okay, I think I'm just about done with this Rory. These Rory inks. I think now I'm gonna... Oh, well here, let me do this. I enjoy doing this because it looks cool. I like to add a big, thick border. It just makes things pop a little bit more, I think. Big, thick border around the outer edge. Before, after, before, after. I just think it looks neat. Pop legs. Brother! Stop it! Don't talk about titties when I'm streaming! Oh my god! Stickers are still available via the secret Patreon store even if you choose a lower tier. Yes! So if you are on my Patreon and you can't commit to pledging the mail club tier amount every single month, you can still get the stickers by buying them off the Patreon-only password-protected secret shop on my store. So that is also an option that is available to folks.
Four, three, two, one.
Oh, I guess I need to turn off the stream elements timer saying I'm trying to reach so-and-so by the end of the year because, like, I have already passed 5,000. Oopsie poodles. I am trying to hit 6,000 though, and we're less than 100 away now. So, you know, subscribe to my YouTubes. I literally described how tarantulas bone to my family. You did! You did do that! I forgot about it! But you did do that! That is a thing that you did! He's like, hey baby, you wanna come check out my pinches? Oops, you in my sex web now. Why would you do that? Why? Why? Why are you like this? No, you're my shark. Don't encourage him! Don't encourage him, because he will! No! Alright. I'm calling this we're already done being inked, because if I keep staring at it, I'm gonna keep wanting to change shit. Frankie time! His hat looks so fucked up! I'ma fix it. Little guy with a little hat. Brim too big. Stop encouraging him. We do not need lewd animal facts in my stream. His hat also looks like La Criatura. It does. Damn it, it does. Ugh. La Criatura. La Criatura. Their hats are friends. Hat friends. Friend hats. No! Don't crack your knuckles menacingly! No! No! See what you did, chat? You encouraged him. Look what you've done. No! No! Stop it! Curse. Found your channel through your weird commission video. Yeah, thank you. You and like a bajillion other people. That YouTube video got around quite a bit while I was away on hiatus. Okay, how does his little hat look now? Looks better. Lethal hat for Lethal Frankie. Just a little guy with a little hat. And a little lantern on his way to not do weird things to your mother. He's gonna go grocery shopping with your mom. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Look at him go. Video's like a big sister to me made of cotton 6 feet tall. Stop! 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 The torment never ceases. Illegal. Illegal tormenting of me, La Criatura. I am not La Criatura, that's a lie. I've already decided he's my favorite character. Honestly, correct. That's a correct choice. Any answer would be a correct choice, but Frankie's also. It's a correct choice. The obvious correct answer, the most correct answer is D, all of the above. All of the babies are the best babies. All of them. Oh man, though, you guys. Oh man. Ha 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 ha. He 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 he. So, There's a chapter of Cast Off coming up that I've been waffling about how I want to handle for a while. And last night I was just like sitting at my desk, drawing my comic, thinking about my comic, and I came up with a bunch of really cool stuff, and I'm like, okay, now I know how to handle this chapter. I think I figured it out. The answer is just so much sad shit, and I'm like, yeah, let's go! So, when, in a few years, when we get to chapter 13, and I make all you punks cry for like an entire chapter, you can blame the song Broken by Ants on Zebra, because that's what I was listening to on repeat last night. It is not a Christmas song. It's a fucking sad-ass song, and I love it. I could play it, but YouTube's gonna get mad at me if I do. Whatever. I can always clip that part out of the stream. You guys want to hear the sad song? I have a playlist for chapter 13. This is currently the only song chapter 13. You can blame it on that song specifically. Like the stuff, like the overarching arc of that chapter has been laid out for a long ass time. Like I knew what I was gonna do with it. It's just like I was listening to that song on repeat while I was drawing comics yesterday. And it just gave me ideas for a lot of little like macros or micro stories that kind of take place during that chapter, because I needed a couple of them. And there's more lewd spider sex facts in the chat now, thank you. But yeah, so like it just kind of helps me with like the little microcosms of the characters and kind of what they're going through. That's a rough chapter. Honestly, chapter 13 is like probably the roughest chapter in the comic. Sure, why is it the roughest chapter in the comic? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. Because that is spoilers. Take my word for it. A lot of shit's gonna happen. And I'm really excited to draw my characters being sad. Let's go. You have any advice on getting past the all my art sucks phase? Draw bad on purpose. So like legit, here's the thing. Whenever I get art block, the hardest thing to deal with art block is the expectation, right? You want your art to be at least as good as every other drawing you've done previously. So you go into a drawing with expectations of how it turns out, and when it doesn't turn out like how you expected, you get upset, frustrated. It's like the #1 cause of art block for me. So honestly, forcing yourself to draw without any expectation is honestly like the best thing you can do in my opinion. That's what helps me the most, is just go into it being like, I'm gonna draw some trash and I'm never gonna show it to anyone. And then sometimes you draw good trash and you're like, oh, well looky there. The hardest thing about art is that your growth is not linear. Like, the drawing you do today is not necessarily going to be better than the drawing you did yesterday, because it's not linear, right? It's a gradual up. Okay, hang on. So art, you want it to be like this, right? Where like this is your skill level and this is time, where it's like always going up, but in reality, it looks more like this. Like, it goes up, you'll have low points, you'll have high points. Sometimes your drawings aren't as good as they were yesterday. But the important thing is to zoom out and look at the trend over time, right? That's something about art that people gotta like. Stonks, right? Improvement is non-linear and takes time. So the important thing is to not beat yourself up about it. How did you initially publish your webcomic? The same way that I've been doing the entire time. Posting it on my Wayne website and also on Tapas and Webtoon as, like, plot mirrors, basically. Perfection is not a goal, it's a direction. That's a nice thought. But also I would argue that, like, perfection isn't even something that you should be aiming for, it's improvement. Perfection is something that, like, you can never achieve because with art there is no such thing as perfect, right? Because it's subjective. So what you think is perfect might not be somebody else's idea of perfection. And so I would argue that perfection isn't something worth chasing, but improvement is something that's definitely. I always tell people practice makes progress. Practice doesn't make perfection, it makes progress, it makes improvement on your skills. And you shouldn't aim for perfection anyway, because it's a fool's errand and all you're gonna do is waste your time. What do you do if your art doesn't match the story you want to tell? Change the story or change the art. Or just deal with it. Sometimes your art doesn't match, and that's just, maybe that's a sacrifice you make. Maybe you change the art, maybe you change the story, maybe you don't change anything, and you just do what you want to do. Honestly, there's times where I'm like, I don't know if I like the style that I use for Cast Off. It's like, I feel like the story is going it's gonna go in some darker places eventually. We're getting really close to some right now. But it's like, I have kind of like a goofy, cartoonish art style, but it's gonna go to some dark places, and I'm like, did I use the right art style for it? But this is the art style I like to use, and this is the story I want to tell, so you make it work, you know? And also, you just gotta think that frickin' there's tons of cartoons made for children. They get plenty dark and they have adorable art styles, so, like, I'm fine. Look at little Frankie, he's a little guy. Your Honor, he is just a little guy. Oh man, just listening to this music. I bought the new Pokemon game. I haven't played it very much because I've been playing Harvestella instead. But now I'm just like, I keep seeing people talk about the new Pokemon game, and I'm like, aw, I want to play the new Pokemon game, but I don't want to, I feel like I don't want to play it until I finish Harvestella, because if I don't, if I just drop Harvestella now and start playing Pokemon, I feel like I'm going to lose track of what's happening in Harvestella. Harvestella is getting weird, you guys. That's like the second piece of media in as many years that I've gotten into. They kind of buried the lead on being a sci-fi thing. Like, oh, if I had a nickel for every time a piece of media I consumed buried the lead about what genre it was, and it turned out to actually be a post-apocalyptic sci-fi, I'd have 2 nickels. One of them is Harvestella, the other is Gekidol, a show that I wish I had not watched because it was maybe the worst anime I've ever seen. And I've seen some whack anime. But if you want to listen to me talk about Harvestella, I did an episode of it for our podcast. And if you ever want to hear me have a 3-hour-long mental breakdown go listen to our Gekidol episode. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Yeah! It's like, hey, Gekidol, I signed up for just like a fantasy farming simulator Rune Factory clone done by Square Enix. Why is it suddenly feeling like Nier Automata in here? Hello? Hello? I feel like the little guy is gonna die. I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying shit. I mean, if we want to get technical, characters have died and cast off already. It was just before the story started. Nah, he's dead. I'm calling it. Call it all you want. Join my Discord, talk about the theories in the theory chat. There you go. Have you ever, will you do a Q&A stream? I have done it. It is on my YouTube channel. My main channel, not the gaming channel. Does anyone die, though? I hope not. I will not confirm or deny anything because that falls into spoiler territory. Anyway, everyone stop thinking about people dying in my webcomic. Instead, look at Frankie. He's a cute little guy, isn't he? Oh, he's a cute little guy. Cute little guy. Just a little guy. He's fine. He's wearing a belt over his vest like some kind of fucking weirdo. A soon-to-be dead one. Uh-oh! Again, not confirming or denying anything. Think about hot tarantula and tarantula action. No! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! If I want to learn about how spiders have sex, I'll go watch a weird documentary on Animal Planet. Like I used to do when I was a child. I used to watch a lot of weird shit on Animal Planet. You know when this'll end? Never. Probably. Oh, you mean the stream? I usually wrap at after 3 hours. So... we got about another hour left. They usually end at 8 Central Time. Gonna go watch the D&D after this? Yeah, you should! Everybody go watch What's Left of Us. You have just enough time to go and catch up before this Friday's episode. Oh my god, you can kind of see my arm. Oh no! You can see my arm's cut off. Oh god! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I am caught up. Yeah, SlyFox23 is one of the cool kids who I see in the live chat when we're streaming our D&D show. They're the coolest one here, obviously. If you also want to be a cool kid, you should watch our D&D show. Think I should watch the D&D show while I draw? Good! If I see you in the live chat, you get the cool kid badge. It's not like an emote or anything, but it's just, I'll call you cool whenever the topic gets brought up. That's your motivation. You watch us live, and I will tell you that you're cool on my streams. Where I traumatize my players instead of the audience. Wow! Unrestricted. Shame about unrestricted. Jay! Jay! I'm gonna drive to Canada and kick your ass! I'm gonna drive uphill in the fucking snow and whatever the shit. I'm gonna buy like 15 different jackets and I'm gonna drive up there and I'm gonna kick your ass. Ah, dead crab! That's you! That's you, Jay! You see that dead crab in the chat? That's gonna be you! That's gonna be you! 40 centimeters of snow. How much is that in inches? Well, okay. It's about, like, probably approximately 10 inches, because I think a centimeter is about, like, 3 centimeters is about an inch. That's too much. That's too much. See, we got, like, sub-freezing temperatures here, but it was tolerable just because, it didn't rain. If it rained and the roads froze over, I would be screwed because I live on a hill, and then if I had to go anywhere, I wouldn't be able to get back to my house. I just have to camp at the bottom of the hill and wait for the ice to thaw. Because Texas does not have a functioning infrastructure to keep the roads free of ice when it ices over. That's why Snowmageddon happened. Centimeters is 12 inches. Oh, okay. Is it? I thought it would be closer to like 10, but whatever. I don't know your freaking centimeters, your sims. You folks don't get snow towers down there. I didn't know what snow tires even were until I went to college at a school where a bunch of people came from a bunch of different states. And then I learned about what snow tires were when I overheard the Northerners talk about it. And I was like, excuse me, I've lived in Texas my entire life. The fuck are snow tires? The fuck are you guys talking about? What's that Sonic the Hedgehog meme of just like Eggman walking over and be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? That's me when people are talking about, when I overhear the Northerners talk about snow tires. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Will the little guy one day commit arson? I don't know, maybe. If he swings this lantern too hard, we're gonna find out. And I mean, Frankie already has attempted murder on the books in the comic, so I mean... He is a little guy. He do crimes, though. Anyway, read my webcomic. Tires made of snow? Snow won't mess with other snow, you see. It's the snow code. Snow code. Snow code. Like, bro, you can't talk to that snowflake. She's already dating another snowflake. Snows before hoes, bros. These are the things you can think if you just surrender yourself to the metric system. Fuck your metric system. Fire, yeah, that's why you light yourself on fire if your house is burning. Fire won't mess with other fire, yeah. Exactly. Don't try this at home, kids. Fuck the kids. Try this at home. Very much looking forward to the Not Safe for Work series. I want to see Ari doing taxes and tearing pages in frustration. I'm doing that for April Fools, I've decided. Special sneaky peek for y'all is we're doing the Cast Off Not Safe for Work Patreon tier that's just characters like operating a forklift when they're not forklift certified. All that shit. It's the closest thing to a Not Safe for Work tier you're getting out of me, y'all. Half my characters are minors, and I get embarrassed when I try to draw, Not Safe for Work. I'm too ace for this shit. So instead, you guys get to see my characters committing OSHA violations and tax fraud. Ain't that just the greatest? You sold me how much? It's gonna be my Patreon mail club in April when April Fools happens. Honestly though, I've been thinking about slightly reworking the scheduling of the mail club. Cause I haven't mailed out the mail club stuff for this month yet. And what I realized is it's a lot more convenient. So I usually pack and ship the mail club stuff for the month, like right at the beginning of the month. So example, for the December mail club, I usually would have shipped the December mail club pretty much as soon as people's payments get processed for it, right? Like people pay for the mail club and then I ship it out like the same month. But what I realized with this month's stuff, since I had to wait because I was sick with COVID, it's actually a lot more convenient to pack and ship everything up at the end of the month, because that way, like, people whose payments didn't process right away, or new folks who joined throughout the month, what I usually do is I prefer to pack all the mail club stuff at the same time, and so it's a lot easier to just, like, wait until the end of the month when all the new folks who are going to join have joined, and then I can just literally sit down and just, like, spend half a day doing all the mail club stuff in one go. And so that's what I'm ending up having to do for December, just because I had to wait so long to fulfill stuff because I was so busy this month. And I might make that the standard from now on, just because it's a lot easier for me to manage. It's like I'm not having to go back and ship stuff out in the middle of the month and like get out all my like print new shit for it, like cut just enough of the stickers that I need, all that jazz. So I might end up, like, rescheduling the mail club stuff slightly. I'm still thinking about it, but I might end up changing that. Wondering why you didn't do it at the end of the month for that very reason. Yeah. I probably should, right? It'd be probably a lot easier. I'm also thinking that if I do that, I could change my Patreon to the subscription model instead. Which means that instead of paying on the 1st of every month, people will just pay on the, like, 1 month anniversary of... So if, like, they join the Patreon on the 15th, they won't get charged again until the 15th of next month. Right now, the way it works is that when people pay... so, like, if someone joins Patreon at the end of the month, they then have to pay immediately again at the beginning of the month. Because Patreon normally processes payments, at the beginning of the month. So... yeah, I don't know. I might change it. And I might also, like, make the mail club available on Ko-fi as well. Just because Patreon takes a lot of fees, and I'm thinking I would like to slowly start transitioning over to Ko-fi instead. Because they don't take fees. The only fees that Ko-fi takes is, payment processing fees, which you're never gonna escape from. But Patreon, like, takes a pretty big chunk of my earnings every month, and so I'm thinking of, like, slowly transitioning over there. Now that they're offering like subscription services. My dream would be to just like have my Patreon run, or like have all my Patreon stuff and my mail club stuff just run through my store, because I feel like that would be the least amount of fees involved ever. But there's not really a good way for me to do that. It's like my biggest thing right now is that I need something to like incentivize people to join the coffee instead of Patreon, because I feel like everyone's used to Patreon, right? How we draw gears. The hacks way. Who has time to draw gears? Not me. It's not steampunk unless you put at least one gear on it. There. I have drawn a small gear. Alright, now I gotta go in and actually make that look not like a piece of shit. Such a tiny little detail, but I want it to look nice, damn it. It's not steampunk unless you have at least one gear on it. Now I have a gear on it, so it's steampunk now. I did it. I did it! It has a gear on it, therefore it is now steampunk. We did it, everybody! We did it! Let's go! Where's it? Here it is. Yay! It's steampunk! I've done it! I slapped a gear on it! Let's go! Steampunk! Fuck yeah! Yup, it's steampunk now because I drew a gear on it. Let's go. You always need gears, even if they're not attached to any machine. Exactly. I mean, that's what they say is like before you go camping, you gotta remember to grab your gear. So... like, I remember once I went camping and everyone else like brought their tents and stuff. I was like the only one who came prepared. My pockets were full of about 150 various size gears. And no one else brought theirs, so I had to share. Like, come on you guys, they said bring your gear. And I was the only one who did. Idiots. Anyway. Chair. Just remember to bring your gear when you go on a steampunk adventure, you guys. Otherwise, it's not steampunk anymore. Is waiting for the rim shot button? No, I'm being 100% serious. No jokes here. Bring your gears on camping expedition. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to share! I brought those gears for myself, damn it! They must have been embarrassed when it came time to fix a large old clock and you were the only one prepared. It was so embarrassing for them, honestly. Like, I wasn't gonna say it, but like, those guys went home embarrassed, probably. Because I was the only one who could help them fix the giant clock we found in the middle of the woods. And it's embarrassing for them, frankly. They're embarrassing all of us with their lack of preparations. Still waiting? You're gonna be waiting a long time, Badu. Also, hi. Can't bring your own gear, store-bought is fine. Yeah, I just went to the gear store and I bought like 150 different sized gears for different occasions. I was the only one who did! No one else remembered to bring their gear! Idiots. Did you get the badge? Yeah. I got the prepared and brought her gear badge. Or the Temple of Time, yeah. I'm just imagining now going up to people on like a hike. Imagine going to Mount Everest and you're hiking up Mount Everest and you're talking to like the other hikers about the stuff you brought to prepare for your hike up Mount Everest. And they're like, oh yeah, I brought this type of sleeping bag and this type of preparations. I'm like, oh, well that's stupid. This is all I need. And I turn my backpack upside down and 150 various like brass gears fall out of it. I'm like, wow, embarrassing for you. You didn't remember to bring your gears. I feel sorry for you. Imagine not being prepared for this expedition. And then I have to spend the next 45 minutes picking up all my gears out of the snow. Now who's the embarrassed one? Still them, because I'm the only one who remembered my gears. And see if those gears get into a fight, call it Gears of War. There's your rim shot. There's your rim shot. You ready? I've stopped blue balling you guys for the rim shot. There it is. There it is. Freezing to death on Mount Everest for the sweet lulz. I will not freeze. I brought all the necessary gears. You're very silly, Jay. I wouldn't freeze to death on Mount Everest. I'd have my gears with me. A super spy comes after you because you've got Metal Gear. I've never played a Metal Gear game, so this is where that line of joke will end. All I know is that there's a solid snake in it, and also a liquid snake. Is there a gaseous snake, and is it his secret weapon is that he farts and it kills people? Is that how he's a super secret super spy, or whatever the fuck you do in Metal Gear? Does Liquid Snake just pee on people? Probably not. But... Ah, there's that lady that wanted to make a cool pun. Yeah, that one. Frozen while gloating over a literal gear. I'm not gonna die on Mount Everest! Stop it! I'm gonna die in a volcano like God intended, obviously.
Bruh.
Don't bruh me. Jay's gonna kill me in D&D on Friday. See, one of these days it's gonna be true, and then Jay's gonna feel really bad about it. Some people think the fart weapon doesn't make any sense. To that I say nanomachines, son. Yup. Tim Tam's turn next. Oh no! The baby! You can't kill Tim Tam, she is a child! Emery will jump in front of whatever is coming for Tim Tam. Because she feels guilty. Let's go! I bet there is at least one character with fart powers. Probably. Probably. I wouldn't put it past Kojima to do that. Psst, Kojima's the Metal Gear guy, right? I made my reference correctly, right? Pretty sure. I know the James. I know the names of Japanese game developers. Laugh at my jokes, haha. This is my end screen music. It's a boppin' jam. I'm a product of a top secret super soldier experiment using bean power! Yeah, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. That's what my dad always said. Then he ate too many beans and he exploded. That's my tragic backstory if I was a Metal Gear character. My boyfriend just got a little rope. He's gonna go hike up Mount Everest. And he is gonna have his gear! Oh, there it is! A weapon to surpass Metal Gear is just a guy with really rancid farts. I'm contemplating if I want to tell you guys about something that happened at Disney. Because on the one hand, I think it's really funny, but on the other hand, it's a little bit TMI. But we're sitting here talking about farts, so why the fuck not? So, when I was at Disney, my mom made reservations for one of the restaurants on Main Street. And so we went, and we ate our dinner at like 6 o'clock. And, after we finished dinner, we went and got in line for like another one of the rides, like Jungle Cruise or something. We did hear about tarantula sex earlier. That is true. We did hear about that. But yeah, so like I ate my burger. I had like a burger. It was really good. It had like a fried egg on top, and I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, burger. Fuck yeah, burger. And I was like enjoying the shit out of that burger. And then we went on the Jungle Cruise, and while we were waiting in line for a Jungle Cruise, my stomach started feeling weird, and I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I thankfully made it through Jungle Cruise unscathed, but pretty much as soon as we got off the ride, I was like, Mother, I need to go to the bathroom immediately. And so I just went and I sat in the bathroom, and I'm like, God damn it. Fucking burger paid for Fast Pass! Son of a bitch! Burger betrayal! Yeah, this is great music for a backing story for I got the shits at Disney. And I was just like texting Mom, and I'm like, Mom! The burger paid for Fast Pass! Damn it! I just ate that burger! Like an hour ago! Fuck you, Burger. Burger betrayal. I made a joke about it on my secret bitchin' Twitter. And nobody laughed. So I gotta make that joke in stream too. Because, you know, Disney now, you gotta pay for Fast Pass. You have to pay like 50 bucks a day to get Fast Pass now. It's bullshit. But we did it. Because we figured we were only gonna be there the one day and it was only the two of us. Like, we might as well get the most bang for our extra bucks, right? I feel like that's how they can get you. But anyway. So it's like, we paid for Fast Pass, and then my dinner also paid for Fast Pass, and I was like, no! No! Disney Burger! Betraying me! Betraying me! Betraying me! Which Disney? California. We were at Disney World. Because I was in Orlando anyway for a con, and my mom was like, well, if we go to Disney, I'll go with you. And I was like, okay. How did you ride anything at Disney? The lines are insane. Yeah, we conquered it. We rode pretty much everything we wanted to ride. Except Space Mountain. But the only reason we could have done Space Mountain, the only reason we didn't do Space Mountain is because my mom has kind of a bad back and she was worried that it was going to make her sore. Oh no. Bye. But yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you might not have seen. I got to go backstage at Disney for like a brief period of time because I got stuck on a roller coaster. That was fun. That was a fun thing that happened. We were riding Big Thunder Mountain. And like about a minute into the ride, like we went over the first hill and we were going down and we were like zipping and zooping around through the like the ride, like the little tunnels, and then the car, like the roller coaster car, just came to a dead stop, like from 30 miles an hour zooming around on the roller coaster, just stopped immediately, like someone just slammed on the brake. And then the car behind us came up behind us and also hit stop immediately. And so then there were like 12 cars worth of people stuck just on the roller coaster with the lap bar stuck down, and they came on the monitor and they were like, we are having some technical difficulties. Please stand by and a staff member will come by to see you shortly. Don't try to escape. We'll come let you out in a second. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. And so eventually a staff member came and freed us, and then we got to go into the secret part that no one's allowed to go in because they had to let us out through like the underside of the roller coaster. And you guys, it looked like the part from the end of Resident Evil 7 where you're like going like the very, very end when you're going through like the mines and shit. That's what the underside of that roller coaster looks like. OSHA violations abound, I'm sure. It was wacky. Like, I would not have been surprised if a zombie jumped out at some point. It looked like a place where there would be zombies. I tried to find pictures on Google and there weren't any, because I guess just like, they asked us not to take pictures and I was respectful of them. But God, I wish I had taken some, because like, it was wacky to look at. Love your webtoon. Keep it up. Oh, thank you! I'm glad you like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bought your book about webcomics and started production on my webcomic, hoping to drop it in 2023. Hell yeah! Make a comic. Do the thing. Do them comics. Do it. Do it. We're almost done inking this Frankie. I think we're gonna have just enough time to finish inking this Frankie today. And and then we will call it a day. How many lost hats did you see? None, because we were in like the like they opened a door and they took us underground to get us out of the roller coaster. It was wild. It was very spooky looking. I'm not kidding you guys. It looked like a freaking Resident Evil level. Like it looked like we were on a mining themed roller coaster. The underside looked like an actual legitimate like old mine. Like the walls were just like carved up rocks with a bunch of pipes running down it. You were in the Fabled Tunnels. I was! We went in the Fabled Tunnels. This weaved my way into my recommended somehow. Yeah, I'm drawing. I'm drawing my webcomic characters for my monthly mail club. Here's a link to my webbed comic since you're here. It's from what the character's from. Oh, I still gotta draw his old fucking creature hat. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. My dapper little steampunk son. Paul is great in here. This team's had it all. Crabs, little guys, tarantula sex, star punching a volcano with her weird heart defect, spooky tunnels, and fast pass burgers. Yeah! Where did the roller coaster break down? We don't know. They did not tell us. They just said that they had technical difficulties and they had to stop the ride. And they told everybody to get out of line because the park was basically closed at that point. It was like 10 o'clock. They were already breaking the illusion for your safety. Yeah, and can we tell? That was not safe. Like, we could have fallen in like a random hole and died. Like, there were just like random holes, just kind of like, so there would be like a chain link fence. So there was like a path, there was like a chain link fence, and there was just like a hole. Where does the hole go? I don't know, but I could just crawl into it. And there's like a fucking little criatura coming out of there. Oh god. You went through the spooky tunnels at night? Yeah, the sun had set. It was like our last roller coaster of the day before we went home. And by home, I mean back to our hotel. So it was like already dark when we were riding the ride, and then the ride stopped and we were like, well, we're gonna die now. This is how we die, on a roller coaster, in the dark, being feasted upon by La Criatura. It's where they keep all the Disney animators who revolted. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. Yeah, here, hang on. Let me see if I can't find pictures of that part of Resident Evil I'm thinking of. Salt mines. Yeah, no, this is fucking exactly what it looked like! This is like exactly what it looked like, just with more chain link fences. So imagine like chain link fences over here and over here, and it was real spooky, but there was like holes kind of underneath the chain link fence, and there was like kind of a path through it, and there was like a bunch of like steam stuff, and there was pipes kind of running overhead, and it was making a whole shit ton of noise. It was very spooky. It was very spooky, but this is literally what it looked like. About the same amount of light as well. It was very spooky. Where does the hole go? I don't know, but I can crawl into it the first thing I hear after tuning back. Yeah, it's the cursed hole. The Disney hole. The Disney salt mines. It's underneath Big Thunder Mountain, which is kind of funny because that roller coaster is like mine themed. Like the idea is you're like on a mine car, like a mining train. And then they have like an actual mine underneath it, which is wacky. But yeah, so long story short, we got to go in this forbidden secret tunnel. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Under the roller coaster! Secret, 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 secret tunnel! Yeah. Took me that long to make a reference? Jesus Christ. I'm losing my edge. Oh, something just happened. But you! Thank you for the sub! Prepare for noise. Oh, it's noise. The sub noise. Thank you! Thank you for the sub, bud you. You're kissing in the secret roller coaster horror tunnel? Not that I saw. Me and my mom were, like, right up front. So if there was smooching, we didn't see it. There could have been, though. Imagine that t-shirt in the Disney gift shop. I smooched my lover in the forbidden under tunnel, in the forbidden Disney salt mines underneath Big Thunder Mountain. I'd wear it. It would be a lie, but I wore it. Well, the smooching part would be a lie, but the secret undertunnel part would not be a lie. 50% lies. Like most theme parks. Anyway. And tarantulas were playing Mozart? Yeah. I kissed my homie in the salt mine, yep. Kissing my homies in the Disney salt mines. You know, like you do. That's what the homies are for. Smooching, right? Smooch your homies. Just Walt Disney mining in the salt mines to get the budget for his film. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me. Hang on, y'all. I'm gonna go get some tissue because my sinus problem is acting up, and I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I am back. What were you guys talking about while I was gone? What were you guys talking about? With Sir Franks is here. Sir Frankie lad. My little guy. Talking about what makes steampunk steampunk? Oh yeah? big black stroke around it. Yes! Thick black outline around the whole thing. Let's go. So cute. He is. He's my little boy. He's got his little lantern. He's like, I'll light the way. Sweet boy. And he's got one gear on him. So he's steampunk. He qualifies for the steampunk. Surely got some thick lines. Check out my line art. Dumb joke alert. Dumb joke alert right at the end of the stream. Dumb joke alert. Dumb joke alert. You've got them good vibes, yeah. There's gonna be flame in the lantern. I just didn't ink it. Alrighty, y'all. I think that's where we're gonna call it for the day. Cause I'm done inking these and that's what I wanted to accomplish today, and I gotta go to the bathroom and eat dinner. Not at the same time. Your light art is insane. Your skill really shows through. Oh, thank you! Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, inking is my favorite part. So, you know, I like to do inks. I like to do inks. Is it truly steampunk without like 10 belts? You're right. You know what? You right. Give him a belt around his forehead. Give him some belts around his arm. And another one. And another leg belt. And a lantern belt. And a face belt. He's ready for Kingdom Hearts now. Alright, alright, alright. That's enough of that. Anyway. See you Wednesday for shrimp time? Yes! Yes! So, here's the stream schedule for the rest of the week in case you guys haven't seen it. I'm gonna be streaming more AI Somnium Files on Wednesday. Same time, same place. We're continuing that adventure, and that promises to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to jump back into that game. And then on Friday, we're doing our monthly D&D stream. Let's freaking go. I'm dropping that link in the chat. We stream live on the last Friday of every month. And you guys can come and watch us live, and you have just enough time. If you start watching tonight, you put on this for whatever, as background for whatever you're doing for the rest of your evening. And our archive of episodes is only like 10 episodes long, and each episode's only about 2 hours. If you crank it up to 1.5 speed on YouTube, you can watch it a lot faster. You can catch up. You have plenty of time to catch up before our episode on Friday. And like I said, if I see you in our stream chats while we're live playing D&D, you will forever have the title of the coolest kid in the stream. Like SlyFox23, who is a veritable cool kid because I always see them in the chat for our live D&D episodes. And if you also want to be a certified cool kid, I gotta see you in the chat for our D&D show. Come watch our D&D show when we're live. Wink. Also, my last little thing is, hey, join my Discord if you haven't already. I do alerts for streams. They are fully optional. You can pick and choose what kind of alerts you want, and the Discord is just kind of the hub for all of my various projects, including my webcomic and my streams and my YouTube channel and my D&D content. So, the Discord is the place to be. Even if you just lurk and you just want to be in it for alerts, that is totally cool. It's just that you can't trust social media to show you things anymore. So I've been advertising my Discord as a way to like make sure that you see stuff, because social media cannot be trusted to actually show you things, because algorithms suck, join the Discord server. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm not gonna raid anybody because I want you guys to go watch our D&D show now. I will drop the link in the chat one more time. Go watch it. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully on Wednesday, hopefully on Friday for our D&D show on the J-Corn's YouTube and Twitch channel. Forceful, sub to, yeah! Subscribe to Jay on YouTube, because that's where we stream. I will see you guys on Wednesday and or Friday and or next week. I will see you all. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. Goodbye!